So guys, we like to start off our Charlie tour with a little housekeeping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that you guys, we're like your TV. But we talk back, right? That's right. So if you are talking to your neighbor, everybody can hear that shit.
Also, guys, it's 2019. We know you got cell phones. We know you got cameras on those cell phones. Please use them. Totally.
Yes, please.
There are not enough photos of us on the internet.
That's true. We need to populate the internet.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you take any photos, please add us at Savannah for Morons right here. Right, there we go. And then we've got some really good hashtags. Ooh, yeah, take a photo. I love it. That's right. We've got some really good hashtags. Hashtag Moron Twins. Ooh, hashtag Sexy Trolley and hashtag Inspire. Oh yeah. Because really, who isn't inspired by two men in rompers at 7 p.m. right on a Thursday?
Yeah.
That's right. So what do you think, Sammy? You ready to go?
Oh my gosh, I'm so ready, guys.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah. Guys, we like to start out with a little bit of a countdown, and we want you guys to do it with us. We're going to count down from 5, y'all. All right?
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, high five.
Oh yeah, we're going to high five every last one of you. Thank you.
Every single person on the show. Love it.
Oh yeah, don't let me hang. Oh yeah.
That's right, y'all. Ooh, that feels good. Oh boy, everybody, welcome to Savannah for Morons, the Trolley Tour. That music, it makes me want to tell a little story. Oh, she got it. Gone with the Wind. It's Gone with the Wind. It's a deep cut. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Savannah, Georgia. It is a charming southern city, complete with cobblestone streets and moss-laden trees, known for eating, drinking, and diabetes.
You see, Savannah is a town where you can enjoy some delicious southern fried cuisine while sipping on a nice bourbon.
Eating and drinking yourself to an early grave. That's right.
Like the locals do.
That's right. Now, we have a saying here in Savannah.
No, we are too drunk to remember.
That's right. Oh, is it coming back?
It's coming back to me. It's like reading off of a billboard coming off the highway. It reads, Savannah, Georgia. More fun than Charleston?
Less fun than New Orleans. That's right. You know our sweet spot. High basement, low ceiling. That's right there. Yeah, if you're feeling a little too fun, you head on down to New Orleans. And if you're feeling a little too buttoned up, you head on up to Charleston. We got a stick up the butt just for you. That's right.
And if you're from Hilton,
well, we're sorry.
We got nothing for you.
That's right. Now, bless your hearts and let's start the show! That's right. Ooh, first thing we gotta do.
Get rid of these fine
authentic southern accents.
Yeah.
Biscuits, gravy, college football, go dogs. That's right.
Chicago and California. Locals move here all the time.
That's right. That's true. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Moron Twins.
Yeah, believe it, y'all.
That's right.
This is Danny Moron.
Ooh, yeah. And this is Sammy Moron.
Ooh, yeah.
And I know it's easy, so if you get us confused.
Yeah, just remember, Danny, he's the hot one.
Ooh, That's right. I'm like a petting zoo that pets backyard. That's right. So guys, now I know it's tough. So to get us more confused, just remember, Sammy, he's the attainable one.
That's right.
Yeah.
She kissed me in high school and I married her. Yeah. We know our sweet spot. Our skinny guys, when you get to catch a girl's eye, you gotta lock that shit down. That's right. We get one chance at love, y'all.
That's right, or else he's gonna blow away.
That's why I only do enclosed tours.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Actually, Sammy, I believe that you did get a very special commendation from a special publication.
Oh,
here.
I shouldn't talk about it.
No. Talk about it. You gotta do it.
Savannah Trolley News, it's a thing here.
Yeah.
They took the tour, they loved it, and they called me a poor man's Patrick Swayze.
Whoa!
See that? Pottery scene, right? Yeah. Roadhouse 2, Kia! Yeah. Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, and if you were born after 1995, you do not get those jokes. That's right. Well, you really are the low-budget Patrick Swayze.
Oh, that's right. If you're all out of Swayze's, you call this guy.
That's right. And then don't make the movie, y'all. Don't make
That's
the
right,
movie.
that's right.
So, guys, now that you've heard Sammy's theme song, are y'all ready to hear my theme song? Yeah!
Danny, I told you to change it. This is the sound of something else. Danny, that's a real person. Danny, that's a real person. Danny's a real person.
I forgot Danny Boy. It's the worst theme song in the whole world. I'm going to throw myself off the trolley.
No, John, you can't throw yourself off the trolley. Then there'll just be one man in a romper.
Well, and that would be weird.
Yeah, for real. Like 2 men in a romper, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah, 1 man in a romper is just wrong.
But everybody knows 2 rompers make a right to
Did we wear rompers just for that joke?
Yes, we did. That's right.
Danny, you're in luck. I found your new theme song.
You did?
I did,
Wait, does it have my name in it?
Oh my gosh, it does have your name in it.
It does?
It's by that little-known indie band called the Beach Boys.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about my theme song by the Beach Boys. It's called Dan, 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 Aram. Dan, 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 Aram. Dan, 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 Aram. You got me rockin' and rollin', rockin', Dan, Dan, Aram, Dan, 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 Aram. My name's Dan, her name is Dan. Everybody's Dan, and we're all a Dan, and we're Dan, 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 Dan. Yeah! Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. I am back in action, but I am exhausted. That's all the time we have. Thanks for coming.
No. We got a lot of wigs to put on this tour, and shit, I'm gonna wear them.
Okay, I bet you are. They're right here. They're right here. That's right. So y'all, Savannah, it is full of history, right?
Yeah, and you guys are gonna learn very little of it tonight.
Bare minimum.
Whatever it took to get these name tags.
That's right. The city was like, okay.
Yeah. It was a 3-question Scantron, and we got it right on the 3rd try.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. So guys, we are going to go around and we're going to meet every single person on this trolley. But first of all, we need to meet our main moron. He's the guy that agreed to drive us around today. His name is Papa John. That's right, y'all. He is 2 drinks in. It's the perfect situation for driving us around. It's great. It's amazing. It's amazing.
In 3 years, he's gonna be good at this.
That's right. That's right. He's legally blind, but he's a really good guesser.
Thank goodness for the grid system.
That's right. 1, 2, turn. That's right. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna meet everybody on the trolley. We want to know what you identify as your hometown and what your name is. All right.
Yeah.
Up here, we're gonna start up here. What are your names? Where are you from?
Justin.
Justin.
From Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Whoa! Whoa, that's so fancy. Jeez. Oh my.
Coeur d'Alene.
I am from
Coeur d'Alene sounds like a fancy fabric that suits are made of. You know? My John City Bank is made of Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, have you seen my new Coeur d'Alene? Oh, it's delicious.
Coeur d'Alene. Wow.
It is really one of the most beautiful places
That
in
is
the world.
beautiful.
It is
It
amazing.
rolls off the tongue. It's wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Carrie.
Carrie from Coeur d'Alene also? No,
yeah.
I get it. Was he your Uber driver? Is that how you got it? That's great. All the way over from Coeur d'Alene. Awesome. All right, what's your name? Where are you from?
Donna.
Donna.
Maitland, Florida.
Maitland, Florida. Maitland, Florida. That sounds like a That sounds like a fancy gentleman. Maitland. Doesn't that sound like a, that's like a gentleman caller? Oh, I'm from Maitland.
Who vacations in
All right, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Barbara.
Barbara?
From San Luis Obispo, California.
Welcome to the other side of the country.
That's right. Yeah. We pay people to be here from California, guys. That's how it works. That's how it works. Awesome. All right, what are your names? Where are you guys from? Kendall, Indianapolis. Welcome. Cindy from Indianapolis as well. Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome to our country, Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
All right, what names? Where are you guys from?
Donna.
Donna. Chicago! We have plants all over this tour, guys. That's right. And what's your name?
I'm Bruce.
Bruce from Chicago as well.
Whoa! Cubs or Sox? Sox or Cubs?
Cubs. Yeah. He's from the south side.
Sox? Yeah.
Ooh, that's like a house divided right there.
Yeah.
They might get into a fight later. We don't know. We don't know. All right, what are your names? Where are you guys from?
I am Bill Knoll from St. Petersburg, Florida.
What? Ooh, Bill from St. Petersburg.
And I'm Jan, I'm from New York, but I live in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. City or state? City or state, New York? State? Where New York?
About 50 miles north of New York City.
Yeah, well, I lived in the city. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from New York, but I can talk coffee all day long.
Wow! That's right. She's really hopped up right now, y'all. That's right. That's right. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, back here. What are your names? Where are you guys from?
I'm Brenda. This is Linda. We're from Roseburg, Oregon.
Brenda and Linda from. We got people from all over the place. I love it. Rosenberg, Oregon.
Just Rose.
Rose, Oregon.
Roseburg.
Roseburg. Okay. What is Roseburg known for? Timber. Awesome. What brings you guys to Savannah?
You.
Oh. Yeah. We're getting the word out.
They're going to scoop you up. Take you to Oregon.
Oh my God, that's yeah, I will go there. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
yeah.
That's right. Awesome. All right, what are your names? Where are you guys from?
I'm Norma, and I'm from Yolo, California.
YOLO. California. Like that's actually where you're from, YOLO.
Yeah,
So,
we found our party girl on the trolley, y'all.
Is it annoying that like someone started a meme that's like YOLO, you only live once?
That was her.
Yeah, that was her. She started it.
They stole it. That town's very, very old.
Good. And what's your name? Where are you from?
Katie,
Katie from YOLO?
Roseburg.
Roseburg. Okay, I like it. I'm sensing a trend with girls trip. Okay.
Yeah.
Things are gonna get crazy as shit tonight. That's right. I can sense it. Oregon's gonna go nuts. All right,
Yeah, I know that's not coffee in those mugs.
What's your name? Where are you from?
John from Fort Knox, Kentucky.
John from Fort Knox, Kentucky. All right, that's it. Yeah. They automatically just have bourbon in their system, guys. That's how it works.
That's true.
All right, what are your names? Where are you guys from?
I'm Christy from Nashville.
Christy from Nashville. Okay, what's your name?
John, Nashville.
Nashville. Okay.
Yeah.
Fastest growing city in the country, I hear.
Yeah.
That's right. They can't put those apartment buildings on fast enough. That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, guys. All right. Back here. What are your names? Where are you guys from?
I'm Jeanette from Quaker Hill, Connecticut.
Jeanette from Quaker Hill, Connecticut. Ooh, well, thank you for gracing us with your presence, Jeanette. La-di-da, Connecticut. Awesome. What's your name?
I'm Betty from Ocala.
Betty from Ocala, Florida.
Originally from Scotland.
Oh, from Scotland. Whoa, we usually do that joke with like Indianapolis, but then really welcome to our country.
Welcome to our country.
That's right. And over here, what's your name? Where are you from?
Nancy from your house.
Nancy from my house. That's right. This is my mother-in-law. Give it up. She's just so proud of the son that her daughter chose to marry. That's right.
She's the original moron.
That's right. She's like, does he wear a romper? Okay. All right, and back here, last but not least, where do you guys? What are your names? Where are you guys from?
Jamaica from Atlanta.
Jamaica from
Atlanta. Welcome to the big city.
Jackie from Atlanta?
Pete LaPointe.
Pete from Atlanta?
Yes.
Awesome. Carmela from Atlanta. Ooh.
yeah.
All right. There we go. Thank you guys so much for joining us and, coming to the big city over here. That's right.
Yeah. They're just aching for some city life.
Yeah, our traffic is way worse than you guys. That's right.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, we love you guys so much. We're so happy to have you on this trolley, y'all. There are 3 things that you just got to know about Savannah that they should have told you on those other trolleys.
Yeah, that's right.
Bless their heart.
Yeah, bless their hearts. That's right.
1, Savannah's most haunted city in the world.
Yeah.
All right. And if you don't believe in ghosts, well,
You're wrong.
yeah, you're
That's
wrong.
right.
You're wrong. 2, you can legally drink alcohol in the historic district. And if you don't drink alcohol, Justin, don't start today.
Yeah, but we are going to stop at McDonald's halfway through, and we do encourage you guys to get completely loaded.
And 3, 9 out of 10 stories in Savannah end in what way, Danny?
Oh, fire!
That's right, y'all. And Savannah did it burn down?
Oh,
So
we
good
got
town.
so good at it,
at it.
that's
But
right.
more on that later. First, I want you guys to arc your necks off to this beautiful church to your right, y'all.
Yeah,
That's our first sighting.
Yeah. Oh, guys, oh my God. So, guys, over here, this church over here, this is the Independent Presbyterian Church of Savannah. But here in Savannah for Morons, we don't call it that. We just call it the Forrest Gump Church, y'all. Because that's where that feather at the beginning of that movie floated down from that spire.
Oh my gosh, it's our first $5 an autograph. $5 an autograph.
Yeah, no touching. Hashtag me too.
So beautiful.
That's right. So guys, this really is the feather. This is the welcome the feather. Oh, he's looking a little worse for the wear. That's right.
It's Danny's cat toy.
I am like a petting zoo. That's right. So guys, this really is the Forrest Gump Church. This is where the feather floated down from that church all the way down this street here, all the way to Chippewa Square in front of us, where Forrest Gump sat on the bench.
Oh my gosh, I can get a selfie on the bench with Mr.
No. Sammy, you're not going to find the bench.
Of course I will. Of course I will. Of course I'll go. Ohio, come with me, guys. Let's go.
Oh God, oh no, Sammy, oh no, there he goes. Oh boy, oh gosh, oh no. Oh, there he goes, oh my God. Oh my God, he just got lucky, y'all. That's right. So, guys, sadly, that is, the bench, actually, this is our dirty little secret in Savannah, that the bench was here in Chippewa Square, but it's not there anymore. It was just a set piece. Made it look like Forrest Gump was waiting for the bus during that movie, right? That's right. So, sadly, he's going off to look for the bench, and he's not going to find it. And oh no, guys. There he is. Oh no. He's very upset, guys. He's very upset. He went off to look for the bench, and it's not there. There he goes. And oh my gosh, look at that. He's so upset. Oh boy. Yep. And guys, keep in mind that anybody that saw that right now has absolutely no context with what is going on. They're just looking at an angry man in a romper with a feather on a stick. That's right. They're like, I should have gone to Charleston. That's right. So, oh my gosh. So, as we are coming around here, guys, I do want to do a little bit of the history that the city made us do, right? Because in the middle of this square is a monument to a guy, a very important guy in our history, probably our most important guy. His name is James Edward Oglethorpe, and he was our founder here all the way back in 1733. He actually founded the city of Savannah and the colony of Georgia all the way back then. We are the first city in Savannah. We are also supposed to be America's first planned city, right? Because he came up with the grid system, right? Now, of course, Philadelphia also claims to be the first America's first planned city, and they threw batteries at Santa, so we're just going to give it to him, okay? That's right. right. That's right. No football teams are not. They're not messing around. That's right. But he is an amazing guy, and he founded this colony here. And if you look, that's his monument right there. If you look at the bottom of that monument, it does say, "Life is like a box of chocolates." That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. He did coin that phrase. That's true. So as we were coming around here, guys, this beautiful theater that you see off to your left, that marquee all lit up, that is the Savannah Theater. And that was founded as a live theater venue all the way back in 1818. And this is actually true. Rumor has it that John Wilkes Booth used to perform there back in the day. That's true, because he was an actor, right? Makes a lot of sense. Rumor also has it that John Wilkes Booth, well, he used to give out roses to all of his co-stars. Hell of a nice guy, hell of a nice guy. Right? That's all true, that's right. And rumor also has it that John Wilkes Booth used to, he assassinated President Lincoln right there at the Savannah Theater, y'all. That's right. Oh no, we lost our, Papa Jack, can you pull over and let our celebrity run? Oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, he's right over there. Yeah, the traffic is messing up our bits now, guys. That's right. That's right. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness, pick it up at the Savannah Theater. Here we go. That looks like a lost man in a wig. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's all part of the scheme here. That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness, guys. That's right. Here we go. Oh, the Savannah Theater. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another celebrity here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it is John Wilkes Booth.
No, John Wilkes Booth was not British.
Okay, give me another hint. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mrs. Doubtfire.
She wasn't even real in the movie.
Okay, well give me another hint.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get. Ladies and gentlemen, he founded this colony here. He invented the squares that you see here. His name is James Edward Oglethorpe.
That's right. God save the Queen. Earl Grey tea. Football, the one that you kick. That's right. All that other British bullshit. Yeah. Downton Abbey, seasons 1, 2, 3. The rest were shit. That's right, I am James Edward Oglethorpe, and I founded this colony all the way back in 1733, with one caveat. This was not a normal colony. This was actually a debtor's colony,
Oh.
See, back in the day, in England, if you got into debt, you'd go to jail, that's right. And the prisons were getting a little overrun with Scotch and Irish. Woo, we don't like those people. That's right. So I went to the king and I said, why don't I go to this new world and make a new colony where these poor people can come over and work off their debt. A new lease on life, as it were. And that's why we're called a debtor's colony.
That's right, and thanks to Savannah's most prestigious institution, founded all the way back in 1979, the Savannah College of Art and Design.
Dad.
Savannah is still, to this day, a debtor's colony. That's right. Hey Chloe, how's that graphic design MFA working out for you? How's it working out? Just doing some logos? Okay, I'll go to your website, I promise.
That's a deep burn, and I noticed that. You see, if you wanted to live in Savannah back in the day, you had to do whatever the hell I said. So I came up with 4 rules that you'd have to obey.
Whoa. James, you know that you were kicked out of this colony after just 10 years because of these rules you want to talk about.
Rule number 1!
Okay, I guess you want to do
music!
it. Okay.
Yeah, rule number 1. No slavery!
See, that's very good.
Thank you very much! Thank you!
Although, I heard you rented slaves from South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay.
Rule number 2! No Catholics!
Whoa! Look, you're in the Bible Belt. You just lost half the trolley, okay?
I'll try to win it back. Okay, here we go. No lawyers!
Although, we do have a lot of DUIs these days.
Okay, maybe we'll just one?
Yeah, just one. He'll live in Charleston. It's okay.
Rule number 4. No alcohol!
What? You son of a bitch!
You struck a general!
I have one thing to say to you.
What's that?
You know, here in Savannah, we don't say boo. We say bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Jack, now that we got that ass up on the trolley, we can keep moving. Yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, so guys, as we're coming, oh there he goes, oh boy. Just overthrow in the ring, there he goes. There he is. Those people are just looking for Forrest Gump and they're very disappointed. That's right. So guys, as we are coming around here, I do want to do a little bit of the movie history here in Savannah, because we have had a ton of movies coming through here ever since oh no, guys, oh boy, there he is. Sammy went to look for the bench. James went to look for the bench. Oh, now he's still upset. He's still upset. There we go. Oh, you know, guys. If you keep in mind, anybody that saw that before is now even more confused. They're just waiting there like, wait a minute, now he doesn't have a feather, but he's got a wig. Oh my goodness. That's right, that's right. So, as we are coming around here, guys, like I mentioned, I do want to do a little bit of the movie history here in Savannah, because we are now the #1 film and TV producing state in the entire country. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. And we've had a ton of movies coming through here ever since Forrest Gump, right? We had SpongeBob SquarePants 2, right? Because apparently we weren't good enough for the first one, right? That's right. We also had Forces of Nature with Ben Affleck, and he loved it so much around here that he and Jennifer Garner, they actually bought a house around here until he cheated with a babysitter, and now she just has a house around here. And of course, we have my favorite movie ever to come through Savannah. That would be Magic Mike XXL, y'all. I'm coming for you in the front. Here we go. That's right. That's right. Oh, yes, San Luis Obispo. Yeah. That's right. Oh my goodness. I don't call these privates, I call them public, y'all. That's right. That's right. She didn't expect that this morning.
Now you know why.
So, guys, as I button myself back up here, I do want to do just one more piece of movie history here, because we're about to approach the Sixpence Pub, which was the filming location for the Julia Roberts classic, Something to Talk About, filmed all the way back in the 90s, right there at the Sixpence Pub. And oh my goodness, y'all, oh my goodness, can you believe it? We have another celebrity out there. We have Julia Roberts, y'all. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? I know, right? Julia's getting a lot of attention tonight, y'all. It must be a big weekend. Oh, look, she's shopping. She's shopping. She's shopping. Oh my goodness, that's right. That's right. The Scott Film Festival starts this weekend. She must be a guest. That's right. Oh my goodness. Look at that. She's literally stopping traffic with her thighs, y'all. That's good. That's right. That ghost tour is like, what the hell? Ghosts. That's right. And oh my goodness, Julia. Oh, look at this, Julia. Oh. That's right, Julia. There she goes. Oh my goodness, guys, can you believe it? Oh, she's giving us a little show, y'all. Oh my goodness, there she is. Hello. Yes, you are seeing what you're seeing at that restaurant. Yes, that's right. Oh my goodness. Papa Jack, come over. It looks like Julia wants to get on the trolley. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the hooker with the heart of gold. Julia
Not a kiss on the mouth, it's too personal.
It's me!
No one knew, right?
No one knew.
Oh, you were so scared. Yeah.
Julia got a lot of attention.
Oh, I got a ton of attention. The guy offered me his drink. Did you see that?
He's like, you need it. You need it.
Guys, there is also something really funny I have to talk about.
Yeah.
So when the first time I got off the trolley, right,
Yeah.
and I'm like screaming with the feather, I run past this this lovely old couple
who were not expecting you.
and I make eye contact with the guy, and I say, hi. And he goes, Okay? And so then I get on with Oglethorpe, right? And I have to run back in the same place and get on and say, and all the things. So I pass
they're
the
still
same
there?
couple. Yeah, I pass the same couple. And I wave back and he goes, I was like, what changed for you? What changed
That's
in
a
your heart?
180.
Yeah. I was like, I only saw you twice.
Oh my God, that's so great.
So
You never know. You know, people can surprise you. People can surprise you. That's right.
Guys, off to your right is the Sorrel Weed House.
Oh, I love that place.
Me too.
Sponsor.
Yeah,
That's right. And the Sorrel Weed House, that's also, that is the most haunted building in Savannah. Guys, we want you to say it with us a few times because we're going to say this a lot because every single building in Savannah is the most haunted building in Savannah. Also, Sorrel Weed House, best place to get your weed. I'm looking at you, St. Louis and Spell over here. Bring it up for everybody.
Guys, we are entering Madison Square, named after our most boring president, James Madison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sammy, do you know who our most exciting president ever was?
No.
Oh, that would be William Henry Harrison.
Ooh, why's that?
That's because he died after just 31 days in office because he refused to wear a coat and a hat at his inauguration.
Campaign promises.
That's right. You gotta keep them. That's right.
Yeah.
And he actually haunts this square today, making him the most haunted president in Savannah. Actually, Ghost, he has no relation to Savannah whatsoever. Ghost just come on vacation here like Atlanta does. That's right.
Guys, off to your right is the Green Meldrum House, and this is where General Sherman made his headquarters during the siege of Civil War, y'all.
Yeah.
And I found that out by extensive research of reading this plaque entitled Sherman's Headquarters. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. And now that we've covered the entire history of the Civil War, check off to your left, y'all. That is the statue all lit up there of Sergeant William Jasper, who died planting the flag he's holding in that monument during the siege of Savannah in the Revolutionary War.
Woo, then now that we covered the entirety of the Revolutionary War, Danny.
Double check. We are rolling, y'all. Hold on, guys. We are coming up to a special place tonight, y'all.
I love
this corner here. This is called Roller Coaster Corner. It gets a little rocky, so we want you to pretend like you're on Splash Mountain, and it's gonna get a little rocky. Put your hands down, y'all. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Let's go on the gram. Let's go on the gram. That's right. Oh here we go. Oh yeah, Papa Jack. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. There's the payoff, y'all. That's right. And like my honeymoon, it's over.
Yeah. That's right.
That's from my mother-in-law in the back. That's right.
Yeah. The one who paid for your honeymoon. Guys, off to your right, we're about to pass Jones Street, and Food and Wine magazine calls Jones Street the most beautiful street in the country.
That's right. And just one block over that way is one of our favorite restaurants in town.
Oh.
That would be Mrs. Will's. That's right.
Gosh, yeah, that's right. Sometimes from St. Louis Bisco people will come down here and ask for some delicious
Home-cooked fried chicken. We tell them to go to Mrs. Will's. That's right.
And then some people will come up from St. Petersburg and ask, what about Paula Dean's place?
Oh, yeah.
Sponsor. That's right. That's right. Wait, that's a new joke, guys. That's a new joke. We worked it in.
Yeah.
That was good.
But honestly, she's just fine. Okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's like Florida, St. Petersburg. She's like our Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
She's not even in the kitchen anymore, so you're just paying for her name and this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ooh, we are headed to Monterey Square.
Oh, that's right. Buenos dias.
San Luis Obispo.
Guys, in the middle of Monterey Square is a monument to General Pulaski.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
What about General Pulaski?
Oh yeah, his monument and his square.
His monument and his square are in two completely different places.
That's right. That's right. General Oglethorpe has a square and a monument. You know?
In two completely different places.
Yeah, that's right. And the General Nathaniel Greene has a square and a monument.
And wouldn't you know it, in two completely different places.
Yeah, that's right. When you realize nothing makes sense in Savannah, it all makes sense. Yeah, that's right.
Guys, off to your right is the Mercer Williams house. And this is
The most haunted giant building in Savannah. Actually, I believe a famous Johnny Mercer used to live there, right?
Actually, no Williams, Williams ever lived in the Mercer Williams house.
No.
That's right.
No Mercer ever lived in the Mercer Williams house. It all makes sense. Yeah. But a juicy story did take place back there, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
murder. It's a murder that happened back there, and that's become known as Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, right? Oh, right back there at the Mercer Williams house. But here at Savannah, we know that story so well that we don't call it that. We just call it the book.
That's right, y'all. And if you're not from Savannah and this book touches you, you burn!
Oh, she's been here for 3 days. She's
I think your son-in-law pays property tax.
That's right.
Guys, if you don't know anything about this book, basically before this book came out, we were a no-name town where people got drunk in. Now we're a known town where people get drunk in.
That's right.
If you guys want to know the clip notes, let me give it to you. Murders, ghost, drag queen.
Ooh, that is right, y'all. Drag queen's one of the most famous drag queens of all. She was in that book, and she was so good that she just had to play herself in the movie. Because who else could play the incomparable Lady Chevalier? There she is.
You're just on a Tuesday, y'all.
That's right, just had a lunch, y'all. Just sexy as shit.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, check your pants. And then check hers.
That's right. Sadly, Lady Chablis did pass away in 2016, making her the most haunted drag queen in Savannah. It's like, don't worry, guys. We checked with the mayor. He said it's not too soon for that joke. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So, guys, coming up to your left here, this is the Wesley Monumental United Methodist Church, named after John Wesley, who, this is actually true, founded Methodism right here in Savannah.
That's
true.
right, guys. And if you know anything about Methodism, basically, they're not okay with alcohol. That's right, that's right. One of their main things. What the? Stop the show. So John Wesley actually hated alcohol so much, he wrote a diatribe against it called Word to a Drunkard.
Oh, hello. My name's John Wesley, but I suppose I look a lot like Overfoot, no? Yes, so we couldn't afford another one. John Wesley, Word to a Drunkard. Now there once was a man who asked, which is the greatest sin? Adultery, drunkenness, or murder? Well, he got drunk, and he met another man's wife, and he ravished her. And then the husband murdered him. So adultery, drunkenness, and murder went together. Clap, 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 clap.
I don't think Bob Wood saw you back there.
Oh, no, oh, my mother-in-law, too. I have no shame.
Also, typical night on River Street. Oh my gosh, guys, we are rounding the corner, and right as we round the corner, you're off to your right is 432 Abercorn Street, and this is the most haunted building. That's right.
This one is really terrible.
That's right. There's a gentleman named Benjamin Wilson, and he had a couple of kids who loved to play with other kids, but he didn't want to do that. So he put them in a chair, he tied them up, he put them in the front window.
Sammy, I told you can't tell this story on this trolley, okay? You're freaking the hell out of St. Petersburg up here, okay?
Fine. Maybe something lighter. Slavery in Savannah.
No. Sammy, we are going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it's important to talk about.
Yeah.
But we got to get them to McDonald's and get them good and liquored up before we talk about it. Okay?
All right. Maybe shout out your favorite breakfast place. I heard Clary's.
Whoa! Oh my God, Clary's. I love that place.
Me too.
Sponsor. That's right.
And now, for no reason at all, we're going to talk about their menu.
That's right. They are known at Clary's for having French toast stuffed with peanut butter and bananas, y'all.
Ooh, yeah. They call it the Elvis.
That's right. And little known fact, Elvis, he was actually assassinated right back there at Clary's.
Oh yeah. John Wilkes Booth shot him from that grassy
That's
knoll.
right. Yeah, we're just gonna hit that joke one more time. That's right. And as long as you guys don't Google anything on the tour, you guys will be A-okay. That's right.
Guys, we are about to enter Lafayette Square.
Indianapolis.
I was going to reference your hometown, but I can't remember how fancy it was.
Oh, Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene. I missed it. Guys, Lafayette Square is home to our wonderful hometown childhood author, Flannery O'Connor.
That's right. She grew up in that little house right there. Her name is Flannery O'Connor, and she was a great Southern Gothic writer. And she had such classics as Wise Blood and A Good Man is Hard to Find. And also, after dating a few Savannah men here, she also coined the phrase, stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah. And she actually got some national notoriety by the New York Times when she was just 6 years old because she trained her pet chicken to walk backwards across the square.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, it's actually true.
And it is said that that chicken, it still haunts this square today, walking backwards, terrorizing all the bachelorette parties that dare to come through the square. It is also said that those bachelorette parties can be heard singing dreadfully off-key. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
Put your hands up. Scariest story in Savannah, y'all.
Guys, off to your right is St. John's the Baptist Catholic Church. And this is the most Catholic church in Savannah.
Yeah, if we have any Catholics on board, you know, please keep the cell loading to a minimum back there, okay, man? Okay, that's right. That's right. What you do is you bury that, like a good Catholic, you bury it down, and then in 40 years, you'll be wearing a romper. Yeah! And you let it all hang out. That's right.
This is for you, Sister Acme's in. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, red light corner. That means it's time for General Sherman's March to the Sea. Ooh, this is how they marched, y'all, all the way down. Here we go. Yeah, it's cool about here. Yeah, that's right. General Sherman, he was a little-known choreographer back in the day. That's right.
Yeah, see, being in the military was his backup job until he saw the uniforms, and he was like, sign me up! Yeah.
That's right. So General Sherman's March to the Sea did start on November 15, 1864, when he marched all the way from Atlanta, all the way to Savannah, down I-75 to I-16, y'all. That's right. That's how I got here. That's right. And his Prius, because he really cared about the environment, too.
Yeah, that's right. And then they got around Macon, you know, and they're all really, really hungry. So they decided to stop in at Chick-fil-A. But it was a Sunday, and so they were closed. And they're like, burn it all!
Popeyes did not have the chicken sandwich yet, y'all. That's right.
And when they got to Savannah, they actually did not burn down Savannah. That's right. It was actually entirely abandoned. The Confederates had escaped in the middle of the night, so they took it without a fight. And so on December 15th, 1864, General Sherman penned a letter to Abraham Lincoln, gifting him the city as a Christmas present.
That's right. And when he got here, he actually set up camp right here in Colonial Park Cemetery, where we're parked in front of right now.
That's right.
In fact, this cemetery used to extend all the way into Abercorn Street, where we're parked on right now. So we basically just drove over a bunch of dead bodies, making this the most haunted street in Savannah. That's right. So guys, there are a lot of reasons, a lot of rumors as to why General Sherman didn't burn our city down, right? Like here in Savannah, we like to say, oh, it was just too beautiful to burn, baby. That's right.
But seriously, historians will tell you that there were 10,000 barrels of cotton here, there were guns, there's ammunition.
Yeah.
But if you live here, you know the real reason they didn't burn it down.
Yeah.
It was because
Sherman's girlfriend was here. That's right. Southern ladies, they can make a northerner do a lot of things. Am I right, Atlanta? That's right. So there are seriously three rumors, there are like three kind of legends about Lady
That's right.
Savannah, right?
They are all true. So General Sherman is correct. She did have a girlfriend here in Savannah.
Yep.
2, his girlfriend did prevent him from burning down the city of Savannah.
That's right.
And 3,
number 3, well, General Sherman, he was ugly as shit.
Yeah.
That's right. You can Google that one. We just don't recommend it. That's right.
You want nightmares? You can look them up. That's right. But yeah, so like very famously, they didn't burn down Savannah. But that's because we were just too good at doing it ourselves.
Oh yeah. That's so perfectly Southern that Savannah were like, oh no sir, you cannot burn down my city. I can do it just by myself.
That's right. We told you at the beginning of the tour, 9 out of 10 stories here end in fire, and that's really true. We burned this city down so many times.
That's right.
Yeah. And basically, it was just, all the wood was soaked in turpentine.
Oh, that's right, that's
really
right.
Good. It was really good at preventing termites, really bad at preventing fire.
That's right, that's right.
So we got a special entertainment piece for you guys, just to celebrate all the times we burned the city down. We got Lady Chablis, personal DJ Hot Hot Hot.
Oh, baby. I know it looks a lot like my normal hair, but it's still funny, y'all. It's still funny. That's right. So, we are going to hear some of the smokiest stories ever to come through Savannah. And all I need for you to do is sing fire at the chorus. Here it comes. You guys ready? Here we go. All right? Fire! Oh, yeah. Now all the attractive people in the audience, come on. Fire! Now all the ugly people in the audience, come on. Fire! I want to touch every single one of you. That's right. Fire!
Yeah. I think they're ready, yeah.
Oh, all right, guys, go for it. I think they're ready to hear about all of these times when we burn this mother down.
That's right, y'all. All right, so this is how it's going to happen, y'all. I'm going to hit you with the date, and you're going to scream, fire, like we just did, all right, guys? All right, 1737, fire!
Ooh, the first fire happened in the city of Savannah. Happened inside of a wooden house because of a brick oven. Because who would have thought that would have happened?
Yeah. 1760, fire!
Ooh, everybody in Savannah was required to have their own ladder in their own house so that they could fight their own fires. How did that work out? It did not.
1796,
Fire! Oh, a fire started inside of a bread bakery, burned down 229 buildings, smelled like biscuits. Delicious.
1820,
Fire! A fire started inside of a horse stable, burned down 463 buildings, smelled like horse shit. Disgusting.
2018, fire!
Oh, the old pink house caught on fire.
Oh no, I have reservations there.
No, but it reopened like 6 months ago. Yay!
All right. Back to 1820, fire!
Wrong!
What?
Well, the tragedy that happened later that year, it was not a fire at all. It was a yellow fever epidemic. 700 Savannahans died that year, including my mother-in-law and her friends who were just visiting for the weekend. It is said that those that died that year, they are unable to rest and still wander the streets of Savannah today. Walking into every building you walk into, haunting every building you walk into, because as you know, as you well know, every single building in Savannah is the most haunted building in the world!
Oh no, Danny, your phone's up. Danny, your phone's up. You gotta wake up. Snap out of it. Snap out of it, Danny.
All right, this is 1922, 1882.
Stop!
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Danny, what happened?
Oh my God. Sammy, I think I was possessed by the ghost of Tom Hanks.
That's so weird. He's not even dead yet.
I know. Savannah really is the most haunted city in the world.
Oh yeah, we've reached our halfway place, y'all. Yeah.
All right, so guys, we're gonna go into McDonald's, and Sammy is gonna be your den mother. Yeah, I'm gonna be your bar captain.
Yeah, that's right. As your bar captain.
As a bar captain, I'm just gonna show you guys if you guys want to go get a drink. Well, Papa Jack's just going. He's like, I'm done with this guy. He's like, He's over it. He's like, I'm done with you two. So there'll be 2 bars. You can go to either of the bars when you get into McDonald's.
And as your den mother, I'm going to ask you to use the bathroom. And if you don't feel like it, just try it. Just try it, okay? Well, as my nanny used to say, just sit down and see what happens.
That's right.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah, come on back. Tell me all about it. That's right.
All right.
So guys,
also, feel free to. We're going to lock up the trolley, so feel free to leave your things on the trolley.
yeah, it's just way easier to rob you guys. Yeah, everybody asks us, like, how do we make money doing this? And we're like, oh, we have a secret weapon. It's called intermission. All right, guys, come on, follow us to the bar. That's right. Here on Saturday night, we do shows at Ghost Coast Distillery at 8:30 every Saturday night. So, and we just announced that we're opening our own theater. Yeah!
got signed the lease on a building.
Yeah, we're super excited. We raised $30,000 for our crowdfunding campaign. So we're very excited.
$30,000 in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we just put on the rompers and people just throw money at us.
Get out!
So yeah, if you guys want to come check us out on Saturday, we'll be here, and we'll sadly be wearing pants, but otherwise we'll be the same. And also we love to just call out Greyline and Kelly Tours, our partners here. They saw they saw our show on stage, and they were like, "Hey, you want to put that on a trolley?" We're like, "Well, you have a trolley, and we don't, so yes." But seriously, they do great other tours in town, like do a dolphin tour, they do a land and sea combo, like everything. So they do the most unique tours in town, and they're also the only air-conditioned trolley in town, which, so yeah, that's right. So the rompers would not look the same if we were in the sweaty heat. That's right.
They'd be a lot more faded.
That's right. So we do like to start off the tour by talking about some of our more sobering history in Savannah, right?
That's right, y'all. Yeah. So we mentioned we wanted to talk about slavery because honestly, it just felt disingenuous not to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's just a part of Savannah's history.
Right, but somehow two white guys standing up here doing a comedy bit about slavery in Savannah didn't really seem like a good look, y'all. That's right. That's right. Indianapolis last week was like a 1 star, and we're like, no, come back. They're like, okay, we're gonna get your shit together.
That's right. But really, guys, so on River Street, just a little bit west of River Street, there was actually the largest slave auction in the history of the American country.
That's right.
Yeah, the largest one.
That's
Over
right.
400 men, women, and children were sold off in 2 days.
That's right. That slave auction has become known as the weeping time.
Yeah.
And it's become known as a weeping time because like families were literally torn apart. Some parents were sold to one place, kids would be sold to another, and sometimes they spent their whole lives trying to come back together, and sometimes they never could. So there's some obviously sad history here, but there's also some really amazing history of people fighting against that kind of thing. If you happen to go to the First African Baptist Church in Franklin Square, you will see that was a stop on the Underground Railroad. That's actually true. Like, there are diamond-shaped holes in the floor of that church that are there because they were allowing people to breathe as they were being hidden underneath those floorboards and escaping to their freedom. And then under cover of night, they would be run out to camouflage ships along the river and out to Port Pulaski and Hilton Head, which were free territories at the time. They actually built the walls of that church at first so that they could hide the activity they were doing, and they dug the basement a lot further down than people thought they were, so they could actually hide those people. So there's some really crazy history, some amazing history, some sad history. We just want to tell you guys a little bit about it. If you guys are interested in more of this history, we have 2 tours in town that we love. We love Day Clean Journeys and Footprints of Savannah.
Sponsor.
That's right. So we just appreciate you guys listening to that. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Now that we got you jazzed, let's start off. Hold up your drinks and over your head.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say hip hip. You say moron. Hip hip. Moron. Hip hip. Moron. Hip hip. Moron.
That's right, guys. And so we are slowly heading down to Bay Street and then down to River Street.
Oh yeah.
And this is where our latest epidemic has been happening, right?
That's right. We talked to you a little bit about yellow fever epidemic, but we've been dealing with a more contemporary epidemic, and that's bachelorette parties.
That's right.
It's really bad here, y'all. That's right. And we're about to go into River Street, which is their natural habitat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We actually had a bachelorette party that was so bad on our tour a few months ago. Oh my God, guys, it was so good. This is actually a completely true story.
Yes,
they kind of came on. It was like the 1:30 tour. It wasn't even like it was the midnight tour, right? They came on and wasted. And we were like, we knew what they were into, right? So
Give it to them.
oh my, so we had to stop 20 minutes in because the 2 in the back looked like their teeth were about to float up into their eyes. And they were like, oh, we had to go to the bathroom. And so we had to pull over, and it took 10 minutes because they couldn't find the trolley to get back on. We didn't move, y'all. We didn't move. That's right. And then halfway at our drink stop, we stopped, and there was a lovely gentleman who's in this seat right up here. I will never forget it. And he goes, y'all, I've been living for like 60 years. I've never seen anything like it. I walked into the men's room, and one of them was doing a reverse squat on the urinal. And wow, that just sums up that tour just fine. That's good. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. What's so funny is that they were so wasted they didn't even realize because they walked into the men's room and they were like, boy in the bathroom. Oh, so funny. So we are talking about bachelorette parties. We are going to blend into to River Street here.
Yeah,
we are going to pretend that we are on the best bachelorette party in the whole world, y'all. That's right. That's right. They just try to put on a skirt on a moving trolley. It's really easy.
It's really tough, y'all. Yeah, so in order to blend in, we're going to try to act like we're having the best bachelorette party in the world. You guys game? You guys game? Yeah.
That's right. That's
Has
right.
anyone ever wanted to be a redhead? Well, here you go, here you go. Yeah, all right. You guys got to see what I'm wearing right here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get ready to get flocked up!
My name's Tina, and it's my not bitches. Goodness, y'all. That was good.
We survived River Street, y'all.
Also, guys, this is the time in the bachelorette party where you start expressing your true feelings. Oh, yeah. Why do you bring your sister-in-law? She always gets drinks and never pays for them.
I'm gonna be the brave one and tell you, your fiance's an asshole.
I'm the only one with the courage. Okay? No, but I love you. I love you. That's right. Oh my goodness. So guys, we are now headed to the Irish part of town, right? That's right. All right. A lot of debtors on board. Okay.
Guys, if you don't know, Savannah is home to the second largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the country.
That's true. That's actually true. That's really true.
That's right. That's right. Over the weekend, St. Patrick's Day weekend, over 1 million people flood this city. It's crazy.
No, that's true. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's our biggest money-making weekend, and basically that's the reason that you can drink on the street, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's actually true because we've had the parade going on since 1824. It's been going on since 195. We had the 195th anniversary of the parade this year, and these two morons were in it. That's right. And they were like, "How is it different?"
Yeah. So basically, Savannah's all about their secondary holidays, right? Where we love Halloween, right. We love Arbor Day.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
We just have a big bonfire in all the squares. Right? That's right.
And we have St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, that's right. So St. Patrick's Day, basically what happened is that the week before is called St. Practice Weekend. That's right. That's actually true. That's not even a joke.
So big.
And so we used to be able to drink on the street. It was just agreed the city didn't crack down on it. And then Midnight in the Garden, Good and Evil came out, and we were like, oh shit, people are coming here to visit. We got to pass a law. So we passed a law that you can have one drink on the street, not two.
We're not New Orleans.
Yeah, so. That's right, because drive-through daiquiri stands are such a good idea, right? New Orleans? Yeah, that's right. But we actually had someone from New Orleans the other day, and they were like, well, on Sunday you can get a tufa. I was like, oh my God. This is amazing. Oh my God. It's the Lord's Day after all. That's right.
Yeah, so basically on St. Patrick's Day, basically everyone, it's a big rush to find your favorite spot on the parade route.
Yeah.
They set up camp, they get really drunk the night before, and then they don't wake up from the parade.
That's right. It's a St. Patrick's tradition. That's right. So guys, we are now entering Washington Square.
Oh yeah, Washington Square is named after General Washington and President Washington.
Ooh, same person, y'all. Same person. I don't know if you guys. Oh yeah, Indianapolis. Look it up. Look it up.
And Savannah being a big port city, there's all these famous inns that would house sailors. Most famously, we have the one off to the right. It is the last known sailor's inn. It is called the International Seamen's House.
That's right. And that's also not a joke, y'all. That's right. It was on the flag, right? Fucking there. That's right. That's right. Yeah, and the International Seamen's House, that just teaches us that guy did not probably have a lot of friends. Because if he had some friends, they would have told him that's a shitty name.
Or at least you're limiting your audience.
That's right. That's right. But the International Seamen's House, that is where Sammy and I really got to know each other. Oh, yeah. That's right. We only get that on the 7 p.m. tour, y'all.
I wasn't expecting you to share that joke in front of your mother.
She's clearly used to it.
So there was really one interesting quirk about the International Seamen's House, besides the name, which was that you could actually sleep there for free as long as you didn't drink alcohol.
That's right. So no sailors ever stayed at the Seamen's House.
Let's be honest now, yeah.
That's right.
To honor our Irish heritage and the sailors who stayed here, we have an Irish drinking song we want to sing with you guys.
That's right.
You guys know it? It just goes hidey, 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 hidey. All right, sing it with us, guys. Hidey, 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 ho! Hidey, 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 ho! Sailors slept at the Seamen's House.
They could stay there for free.
No beer, no booze, no liquor.
They could only drink sweet tea.
Stay sober if you want to bed.
Their one rule was don't drink.
Don't forget the second rule.
No peeing in the sink.
Hidey, 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 ho! Hidey, 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 ho!
Oh, wow, no peeing in the sink. That's really good advice for anybody.
That's right, or as my Nana used to say, just sit down in the sink and see what happens.
Yeah, that's right. She was a wise woman and a real drunk. That's right. Ooh, coming up to our second square, you know what that means.
Second song.
That's right. Ooh.
Heidi, 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 oh. Heidi, 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 oh. Welcome to Warren Square,
Really close to Abe's,
Savannah's favorite dive bar.
where the men all dress like babes.
Abe's on Lincoln Street.
Can be so much fun.
You'll see a lot of locals.
You'll see they all have guns. Oh, Heidi, 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 oh. Heidi, 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 oh. That's a Georgia deep cut for y'all. That's good. That's good. That's right.
And there it is with the open sign. There's Abe's on Lincoln, y'all.
And this is the ugliest building in Savannah. That's right. That's right. So yeah, everybody always asks us what's so special about Abe's because people do talk about that.
Yeah, totally. Right.
Nothing. $2 DVRs. Oh, okay. I mean, we'll go there. That's right. Ooh, third square. Third song. Oh, Heidi, 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 oh, Heidi, 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 oh.
We made it to the Pink House,
Here in Reynolds Square,
Savannah's favorite restaurant,
they have delicious fare
and some tasty cocktails.
and waitresses they like to shuck.
And if you don't believe us,
No, we do not give up. Oh, Heidi, 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 oh, Heidi, 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 Yes,
yeah, we're gonna start pouring ouzo on the floor. You can start drinking that shit.
that's right, guys. You know, Indianapolis, they thought we were going to say fuck, but we didn't.
Yeah. This show is PG fucking 13.
5 stars did not say fuck. You can tell it's our favorite part of the tour because we're like, we get to say it 3 times. Okay.
When they offered me the job, I was like, I get to swear? Wow.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh.
I know, it's crazy here. Oh, you're fine. So basically, guys, we would be amiss not to talk about the patron saint of the Savannah for Morons tour, y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. We're all about, on the Savannah for Morons tour, badass female empowerment.
Ooh,
y'all.
yeah.
So we wanted to talk about Juliet Gordon-Lowe.
That's right. So, I don't know if you guys know about her. Obviously, some of you do. She did found the Girl Scouts right here in Savannah. Born and raised here in Savannah. She founded the Girl Scouts. We have over 100,000 Girl Scouts come to town every single year to honor her history here and visit her birthplace, which is now a museum. Super cool. And so, you know, to honor her in our own way here at Savannah for Morons, we have a special treat for y'all. We have some Girl Scout cookies!
The kind you can get at your local supermarket all year round. Yeah. And if we were in Charleston, we'd be passing out paper plates and napkins. But we're here in Savannah, so I'm just gonna rip this shit up. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Thin Mint. Thin Mint.
Yeah, the Samoas are buried under there somewhere. They're there.
We also learned on this tour that if we don't open it in front of you, no one takes a cookie.
They don't trust a man in a romper.
No, yeah. There you go. Do you want a cookie?
You didn't get one.
Yeah, there you go.
They're Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Good way to take more than one. These are like, we always have too many extra at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, right now,
Yeah.
pecan pie would be good with this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
you're hungry. Is what you do.
You good? Oh yeah. Take more than one. Yeah. Do you want
Is
one?
it good?
Yeah. Raise your pinkies. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there we
I
go.
love it. So
Is it
guys,
warm?
basically, after the Civil War, nothing really happened here in Savannah. Sure, you had the Great War, the Great Depression, World War II, big war. But really, the big thing that affected Savannah after the Civil War was urban renewal, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when they tear down beautiful historic buildings and replace it with ugly, drab parking garages. Yeah, for sure, yeah. But here on the Savannah for Morons Tour, we call that the time of the urban renewal troll.
Let's eat up all of your buildings too. Yes, they know nothing about urban renewal.
Oh my gosh! Wait, what if I want a delicious cup of local coffee?
Oh, you know what you do? You go to my friend Howard Schultz and you go to Starbucks.
What if I want to take my wife on a nice date?
Oh, you go to a steakhouse?
Yes, a steakhouse.
Oh, you go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
What if I want to go to just a local burger joint?
Oh, you go to Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
No! Wait! Sponsor.
Yeah, their fries are really good.
Oh, their fries are really good.
And free peanuts.
Yeah. And guys, the urban renewal troll snuck into the city of Savannah by impersonating Johnny Mercer and singing Moon River. Oh no, he's getting bigger!
City Market. Oh yes, I take it.
Don't even think about it.
Beautiful pavilion here. I ate it up. No. And I got a bunch of terrible shops right here.
I'm gonna try to stop them with this bad guy. Let's go.
I'm ready to go to Belford's.
This little piece of shit gets got me.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna need some bigger, better guns, y'all. I still am gonna need some help. Do you want to help me? Yeah. You just have to go out there, hold these over your head. Yeah, just go out there and hold these over your head. Go out there. I'm not gonna hit you. You just gotta go out there and shake your ass.
Shake your ass.
Go out there.
She's handing out cookies. It's okay. It's good. That's good. They're not even Girl Scout cookies.
Thanks for coming to Charleston!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all these people. Look at this confused. That sweet 16 party doesn't very confusing.
Guys, actually, no man could handle the urban renewal troll. It took 7 amazing women to form the federation, and they threw the urban renewal troll back to Hilton Head.
Hilton Head. I think I like this place. I think I put Starbucks over here, yes. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse over here, yes. And golf courses everywhere. Urban Renewal Troll found his home in Hilton Head.
Yeah, that's right. And those 7 women stayed together. They formed the Savannah Historical Foundation and saved every building in Savannah! And then Scared came along. Money. And then Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil came along. Money. And then Paula Dean's place came along. Money. And then sadly, Lady Chablis passed away in 2016. Which is so sad. But a special treat for you guys. For one night only, we've got for you the ghost of Lady Chablis.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I am back from the dead to give y'all one last show. It's raining man. Oh yeah. Hallelujah, it's raining man. Amen. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. Alright, where am I coming from? Just a little bit. Over here. Oh my goodness. We got the Falcon Bull. Oh, that's right. We got my favorite movie. The Buddha drop. Oh, it's the Buddha drop. The Buddha drop. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another celebrity back from the dead. It is the ghost of Patrick Swayze! The time of my life, Lord, I will bear this way. Lord, I felt this way. We are so true. We got up. Guys, Coeur d'Alene has never seen anything like that.
Guys, we love you guys so much. We hope you guys had a good time. We are a small business. We really rely heavily on reviews, as probably some of you already noticed.
Yeah.
So please review us. And if you guys didn't like the show, well,
thanks for coming to Hilton Head. There we go. One more gig. We just had to get one more in there. That's right.
And again, please post photos of us. We really rely on that. There are not enough photos on the internet of us, y'all.
That's right.
And again, please, if you decide to tag us, please tag us at Savannah for Morons. Yeah. Or we got some hashtags. Hashtag Sexy Trolley. Now you know why. Hashtag Moron Twins.
Yeah,
and
that's
hashtag Inspire.
That's right. That's right. Now they know. Now they know.
Now they know why.
That's right. We do have a. Oh, you want to get that? Yeah. We do graciously accept gratuities. Obviously, we're a small business. This is the only bucket we can afford.
That's right. We mentioned we're raising money for the theater, so all the tips are going to lighting for the stage. Okay.
Yeah. So, and we know it's 2019, so we have Venmo on here too. That's right. So we're going to leave that right up here. And if you guys do review, we do split that the tips with Papa Jack as well.
That's right. That's right.
And if you guys do review us on any of the pages today, please mention Papa Jack because he gets a little bump in pay, and it really pisses his boss off too. So we love it. We're like, yeah, screw you, Marcy. That's right. What else, guys?
So where are we stopping up?
We're going to go to the visitor center.
Okay, cool. Is that the place for sweaty romper hugs?
That's the place for sweaty romper hugs.
Yeah.
So we are. So we do. If you guys do want photographic evidence of this,
which we understand if you don't.
Yeah. We are going to get off at the visitor center. So some of you got picked up there. So we're going to get off there and do photos, and then we're going to leave you guys. If you guys did get picked up at a hotel or anything, Papa Jack will take you back there, and we'll stop at a few other places downtown too if you guys want.
Yeah, for sure. But the visitor center is where we'll get off for photos.
Yeah, and it's right downtown. If you guys didn't drive or anything, like it's a great place to kind of start your downtown adventure.
Totally. We do one on Thursday, two on Friday, two on Saturday.
Just once a night. So, it's a busy night for us. Actually.
Yeah, it's really easy to shoot out our voices.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. That's why we have these.
Yeah.
You know, we did it without mics for a while. We were like, especially with the bachelorette parties, like you never know.
I have to talk over them.
We really had.